You might think that your money decisions are yours, but chances are that they are not, at least not entirely. There are invisible forces that shape how you spend, save, and think about your money. And a lot of times it's not your values or your budget, it is social norms. And they are operating on you constantly, whether you notice or not. If you know what they are, social norms are these sort of unwritten rules about what is normal, acceptable, and expected within your group. They can dictate things like how much you should spend on a wedding gift, whether it's okay to talk about your salary. Nobody necessarily hands you a manual. You often absorb these, lessons through observation. And deviation from that can lead to ostracization from your group and just feel uncomfortable. And that's why your spending changes when your social circle changes. Like if you get a promotion and you're surrounded by people making more money, your baseline for what is normal and what you should spend money on is different. And the power of norms really lies in its invisibility. You don't necessarily experience them as external pressure, you experience them as your own preferences. Like, of course, you want the nicer apartment. Who wouldn't? But that wanting is shaped by people like what they have around you. And money silence itself is also a norm, and it can be a quite damaging one in our society. Discussing your money, what you earn, what you spend money on, what you owe, is seen as taboo, but that secrecy really does serve existing power structures really beautifully, right? Like it keeps workers from knowing that they're unpaid. It keeps consumers knowing like that they're paying way too much money for something. And the trap underneath all this is that norms often feel like reality rather than a construction. So like the amount you're supposed to spend on things, these feel like facts when they actually, are things that you can change at any point. And understanding this is a huge thing that I talk about in my content, and just bringing more awareness into the forces that shape how you think about money. And it's important to understand that your money, your relationship with money specifically, is personal, yes, but it's also very, very social. And the meaning that you assign to them has often been inherited, from childhood, but also from your experiences with people around you.